Backlash is building after two kids' basketball teams were asked to change tables at a Buffalo Wild Wings in Naperville. The reason? A white customer didn't want to sit next to black people.
This happened at the Buffalo Wild Wings on West 75th Street near Route 59. 6 adults and 12 children went to the restaurant October 26 to celebrate a child's birthday after the kids had played in a basketball tournament. The parents say an employee asked, "What race are you guys?" They say a manager approached and asked them to switch seats because a regular customer did not want to sit near black people. The group claims it was then told another party of 18 people had reservations, so the group had to move.
Today, the team coaches and some parents spoke to our CBS 2's Suzanne Lehman-Yell.
It all started with a question.
He just came up and he said, what race are you?
That's what youth basketball coach Justin Vahl says a host asked him at this Buffalo Wild Wings in Naperville. The explanation?
There was a customer that was there that was a regular, and that he was racist and that he did not want to sit by black people.
Vahl was with his players, their family members, and fellow coach Marcus Riley, 18 in all. Vahl and Riley coach the Bolingbrook Junior Raiders and Flight athletics teams. The kids with them were between the ages of 5 and 12. Some had just finished 2 games and wanted to celebrate a teammate's birthday here.
Well, it was tough. The child's birthday that it was is my son's best friend.
The adults decided to leave. Then came the questions from the kids.
Coach, are we getting kicked out? What did we do? I said, you know what? We're not getting kicked out. We're choosing to spend our money elsewhere because we're not appreciated here.
Mary Vahl posted about what happened on Facebook, along with this image of the customer. The man is now banned from all Buffalo Wild Wings sports bars for life.
We needed some type of outlet to let people know that this is real and that this has happened.
My 10-year-old is still, as of right now, still talking about what happened and how wrong it is. For him to know that someone's looking at his color and judging him from that is ridiculous.
Attorney Cannon Lambert Sr. represents the Vahls, Marcus Riley, and Ashley Smith.
This is an opportunity for Buffalo Wild Wings to show that it is going to be a corporate citizen who's going to take the bull by the horns and make sure that it does everything it can to put away racism.
Buffalo Wild Wings will conduct sensitivity training at all of its sports bars in the Chicago area. And after an internal investigation, 2 employees involved in the incident, a service manager and a shift manager, have been fired.
The firings come about a week after the incident and after the story was widely circulated on social media. One of the parents posted about the experience on the What's Happening in Naperville Facebook group page. Mary Vahl writes it was not okay. Management was willing to move 6 adults and 12 children versus 2 grown adults who are uncomfortable sitting by black folks. Well, the kids and the parents eventually did leave this restaurant. Another parent reached out to the company to tell the story of his experience because he says he does not want this happening again.
A woman's post about what she calls a racially charged incident at a Naperville Buffalo Wild Wings is going viral on Facebook. The woman says she was part of a group of 12 children and 6 adults who were at the restaurant after a basketball game. The group ended up leaving shortly after because an employee told her husband that 2 diners did not want to sit next to the multiracial group, quote, because he's a racist. It was another employee that then told them that their tables were actually reserved for another group. Buffalo Wild Wings told CBS 2, quote, "We take this alleged incident very seriously and we are conducting a thorough internal investigations. Buffalo Wild Wings values an inclusive environment and has 0 tolerance for discrimination of any kind. We're in direct communication with the guests to understand their account of what happened and to offer our deepest apologies for any unacceptable behavior." Katie Johnston for CBS 2 Chicago.
A company spokesperson says the company conducted a thorough internal investigation. She adds it has 0 tolerance for discrimination of any kind. In Naperville, Judy Wang, WGN News.
I was disappointed, I was angry, and then I was just sad.
Buffalo Wild Wings, the all-American spot where people gather to watch sports and eat chicken wings, has run afoul of its own customers and political leaders in Naperville after a racist incident at the restaurant near West 75th Street near Route 59. 6 adults and 12 children intended to celebrate a child's birthday after the kids had played in a basketball tournament on October 26th. The parents described themselves and their kids as multiracial. In a widely circulated Facebook post, one parent claimed a Buffalo Wild Wings host asked, quote, "What race are you guys?" And the host told them to move to another table because one of the restaurant's regular customers, quote, "doesn't want black people sitting near him." They say several managers tried to move the group, one even falsely claiming another party had reserved the table. The restaurant does not take reservations. The families ended up leaving in disgust.
That a family could come here and be treated that way. It's almost like you're being treated as less human.
Benny White is the only person of color on the Naperville City Council.
As a place of business, no one should be asking people questions like that. It's not even pertinent. It's not even important. What color are you? Absolutely not.
A Buffalo Wild Wings spokesperson said in a written statement, quote, "We take this alleged incident very seriously and are conducting a thorough internal investigation. Buffalo Wild Wings values an inclusive environment and has zero tolerance for discrimination of any kind." The incident was shocking to some Naperville residents because the suburb is routinely ranked among the best places to live, known as a welcoming place for families.
Naperville prides itself on equality, diversity, which is partially why we're continuing to live here. I grew up here, so that is sad to hear.
Obviously it happens to this day, sadly, but I thought hearing that in Naperville just disappointed me as a Naperville resident.
To me, it's a wake-up call. It's something that now, if people haven't thought about it in this area, they should think about it.
White says that's exactly why he plans to raise the issue at the next city council meeting.
Things do happen, and you just have to, don't sweep it under the rug. Address it head on and see what you can do to improve the situation and make your community even better. We're much more alike than we are different.
And the family involved in this incident declined to comment on camera with us today, citing potential litigation. Meantime, the NAACP of DuPage County is also looking into this incident.